Are they going to see you for the introduction?
Hey everybody, this is Christine. This is Christine from Rock City Wellness, and I am here today joined by Frank and Pete. They are from Natural Pro Fitness Coaching, and we are thrilled that they're here today. Welcome, guys.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so excited that you guys are here. I'll explain more later why I'm excited, but I'm excited to highlight them and to promote them and to share with you what amazing services they offer. And if you have any questions for them or for me, you can just email us at Christine@rockcitywellness.com if you have any questions for us. I did offer their email at the end of the webinar, so you can capture that too, and they'll also give us their email so you can ask them questions, ask me questions, or whatever. So in case you're not on the live webinar, you can, whenever you're watching this, you can still get your questions answered. All right, so without further ado, I would love to introduce you. Let me just get off of my webinar here. I would love to introduce you to Frank and Pete. Hey guys, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Would you guys mind introducing yourself?
Okay, well, I'll start. I'm Pete Fountain. I am one half of naturalprofitnesscoaching.com. In addition to being a fitness strategist along with Frank, I also handle a lot of our technical work and our social media presence and all things digital. So that's what I do.
Fantastic.
All right. I am Frank Giganti. I am the other half of Natural Pro Fitness Coaching. I am usually dealing with clients and do a lot of the interaction with you as you come through our program. I am also a drug-free professional bodybuilder, which is where we got this whole thing started a few years back.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how you guys started and why you started it?
Sure. Pete and I have done weight training and personal training for, I don't know, years and years and years. And we've always had people who come up to us in the gym or outside the gym, hey, I want to get in shape, or I need some help with this. So we would offer them, what we could. And then as it came to me venturing more back into bodybuilding competition, it got to a point once I earned the pro card that we said, how can we use that to help other people? And so through a series of evolutions, we've come up with Natural Pro Fitness Coaching, and now we're able to work with more people on a broader scale.
That's fantastic. And you don't just work locally, you can work with anybody nationally. Is that right?
Anywhere on earth.
That's cool.
As long as you speak English.
English is important. That's fantastic. That's good to know. Thank you. So let me ask you a question. This is probably the most popular question you get, I'm sure. And so how do you find the time to eat healthy and exercise, when we all live such busy lives?
Yeah, well, that's a very good question. As even though we became best friends in college, as we grew up and had kids and families and houses and lawns and all that jazz, it's gotten harder and harder to find the time. And, as you can see from the size of these here, Frank is obviously very successful in earning his pro card. I don't have big arms like that, but I'm fit in my own right. And what shocks people the most is how little time we actually spend in the gym. This body was built 3 hours a week in the gym total.
Get out.
So 3 days, 1 hour, and 10 minutes of that hour is us goofing off on the treadmill, warming up.
That's awesome.
The gym time, and it's something that, one element of that is it's actually on our calendar. Like there is an hour blocked off 3 days a week, and that's on our calendar, just like going to the dentist or picking the kids up.
Or even work. Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah. Not as much fun.
That's where we go to blow off work. But and then the other, the more important element, the more difficult element is the eating element of it, which, believe me, Frank is very, very disciplined. I'm a lot less disciplined, but we've evolved ways to fit eating correctly into our lives, ways such as, preparing meals in advance. Frank loves to spend his couple hours on Sunday preparing everything for the week. which I can't do. I think that's hilarious, but I don't do it. But like, for example, last night I cooked chicken for, barbecue chicken for the kids. I cooked, 4 or 5 extra chicken breasts, put them in Tupperware containers, with some sweet potatoes, and I have 4 or 5 more healthy meals for a few more days. So what we do is just try to keep learning and adapting and finding ways. We know what our goal is, and we're constantly trying to find ways to slip things in. And there's we've learned the hard way. Believe me, we've made lots of mistakes.
Yeah.
But we love Tupperware. We love bulk chicken.
Yeah.
And in Frank's case, he likes to Frank will eat just about anything. He's like a billy goat. But in my case, I'm always looking for something more tasteful. I can't eat plain pasta or whatever. So it's just trial and error. I see a new spice here, a new rub there, a new technique. My kids love watching cooking shows. So
right.
Try. It's always we're always trying something different, and then the things that we try, we know they work in the real world, so then we can help our clients, with that. We haven't really encountered too much that we haven't fumbled across and that we can't figure out a solution to. So
that's fantastic. It gives us all hope.
Yeah, and it's people say, oh well, you don't eat this or you don't eat that. So yeah, we do. Actually, at work the other day, a woman said, how do you stay fit and healthy all the time? I said, well, this is kind of what I do,
Right.
And she said, well, you don't eat carbs. I said, oh, I eat a lot of carbs. She said, well, you don't eat sweets. I said, I had 3 brownies last night for dessert. Yes, I do.
That's great.
The girls, my daughters and I had brownies. It was great. But it's just those small changes that we found. We don't swear off any particular food or just moderation and portion size and kind of working towards what our goals are and then fitting those foods in.
I think when I first met you two, one of the things that you said, Pete, that stuck in my brain that I often use, especially when I want that brownie, is eat what you want. We'll get into more of that later, but yeah, I kind of like that approach because it makes things flexible and not absolute. Like you're not depriving yourself of.
Yeah, deprivation, and especially for me, like I'm the person who'll eat great all day. I'm like, oh, I have a pint of Ben and Jerry's in the fridge, and I'll go like I will eat the whole or Girl Scout cookie season. Oh, that's my favorite. The whole box
Thin Mints, man. Yeah.
But I've learned the hard way that deprivation doesn't work. So, but it also doesn't mean you have a pint of Ben and Jerry's every night. So
right, not every night.
Moderation and tracking what you're doing.
Right.
Knowing so that you do know, as you've learned, you do know during the day that you do have goals to hit. You have various, we use various tools to monitor, what you're taking in. And, by watching it throughout the day, knowing what you're doing, it makes it much easier to have clarity on where you want to be. And, if you can fit in a little bit of Ben and Jerry's or a couple brownies in this case. But we very much believe in fitness, and your diet. Your eating plan has to fit into your life. It's not something, we each have coolers that we carry with us. We have lots of Tupperware containers. But, at the same time, it doesn't consume our lives. We don't live to cook and lift weights. Right? We cook and lift weights to enjoy our lives, to have energy, to feel good, to be strong, to be able to play with our kids.
That's great.
And all that. So,
right. And like you said, there's no restrictive. And the minute you say, you can no longer eat this, it's the only thing you want to eat.
Well, oh, amen. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a mind game where where if we said, okay, eat all the pizza you want for 7 days in a row, you're not going to choose pizza 4 times a day.
No. Thank you.
But the minute you say you can have it, it's all you want at every meal. So it's a mind game, and it's being able to eat whatever food you want, and just making it fit your goals is much more practical and sustainable long term than you're going to go on some magical crash diet and all this other shit.
Right.
It's just a waste.
Right.
And that's our approach.
And it's a lifestyle.
It's gotta be sustainable. Choice. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lifestyle.
Love that.
I don't know if you remember, but many moons ago, we tried a no carb diet for a month. And like after 3 weeks, I kid you not, one day we're in the gym, I'm like, I was just going to hit him over the head with a plate. I was just going to take the 45-pound plate because I was so my hair felt weird. My nails were strange. I was cranky. I hated his guts. But he was like, "Oh, bodybuilder, I know what I'm doing." And I'm like, this is crazy. But we've never done it again, but we have been through it, and that's why we don't play the no carb game or the no. Right. There's room for everything. I mean, I didn't hit him with a plate, but that kind of, we know the effect of it.
Right.
I know the effect of it. I don't know how it affected him. But.
Well, let me ask you this question real quick. You hear so much about fitness coaching, but you guys are fitness strategists. So what is the difference, and why did you call yourself a strategist?
Well, a lot of times, like personal trainers, for one, you meet with them, 2 to 3 times in a week for an hour in the gym, and you don't see them the rest of the day. Our approach was, we want to take the whole person, work with where you're at, what you do, what you like, what you've tried. We want to take into account everything you've done that was helpful or not helpful. And then work to kind of complete the person. How does fitness fit in? Because fitness for, you may be different fitness for me versus somebody else, depending on what it is they're looking to do. Same thing with nutrition. So we want to work with the whole person. And again, it's a lifestyle. We're not looking just to build muscle or lose fat or lose weight. It's a lifestyle. What can we bring to you that you can use every day in your life, that it becomes almost mindless and routine to help you reach your goals?
Right.
And then it becomes a lifestyle, and then you don't need us, and you've got it figured out, and off you go.
And you feel successful.
And that's, that's our approach, is we want to, start where you are with what you've got and build from it.
Right. That's great.
Rather than a personal trainer where you show up, count reps, off you go.
Right.
You have a question at 3 p.m. What do? You don't see them again until 3 days from now. So that was our.
Yeah, we were personal trainers after college. We worked at Gold's Gym. We were certified. We did the hourly thing. It really just, it was fine, but it's like people kept coming in. They're like, handing us their check, and they're, they weren't really getting results. And they're like, oh, I come in here, and they're like, in the other 80 hours a week, I'm doing whatever. And, we can't control that. And, both of us were really aggravated by that, because, we wanted to, we pay good money, you want value for what you pay for. And we're like, geez, what are we supposed to do? Follow them around all week?
Right. You're only touching part of the equation.
Yeah. And we're like, we both, when we started Natural Pro Fitness Coaching, we're like, we don't want to do that. We don't, you kind of get the results, but not in an hour a week. And that's, like you said, why we try to look at you as a whole person.
That's great.
That's the strategy part.
So Pete, you bring up something very interesting. So what do you say to people when they ask you, why am I not getting the results that I want?
Well, usually I start asking questions. Unfortunately, the answer is probably never as simple as just, it would be nice if it was one thing, but because, the popular media is like, oh, just, buy this program and you do your abs and you get 6-pack abs. And, they neglect to mention that you really get 6-pack abs by what you eat, not by, you have abs already there.
Right. They don't just grow.
They don't magically appear because of this program.
Right.
So usually, I kind of start picking through and asking, okay, well, how do you eat? Sometimes if somebody's really serious, we'll actually have them begin to track their foods. And it's funny, once they see it in black and white, they're like, oh my God. Even they begin to see it.
It's terrifying when you start tracking it.
We had a client, who started tracking their food through, and we were able to see what they were eating. They were, and he was having the toughest time with one aspect of it. I'm always over in this thing. And we finally took a look at it and said, well, your sodium was sky high.
Oh, really?
And then we were able to pinpoint it was a certain sauce or something that he was using. Say, hey, how about try a different sauce? All of a sudden, that came down, and oh wow, I made progress this week. I started losing some weight, and and not that was the only key to his success, but we were able to get into like the nitty gritty of things, and that was one part of the equation that because he was tracking it, now he could see, well, I am eating well, because we get that, well, I'm eating healthy, but I'm not gaining muscle, I'm not losing fat, and and he was eating healthy, but there was just little things here and there that we could tweak that made things a lot easier for him.
That's great. That's great. So so we had talked about this a few minutes ago, and when people say, what about my favorite foods? How can I eat healthy without giving up my favorite foods? What do you tell them?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Eat them. Yes.
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 I like this strategy.
I tell people, people are like, oh, I saw, or I'll see it, on social media and stuff of, brownies that are made with black beans or all these weird things. I don't want black beans in the shape of a brownie. I want a brownie in the shape of a brownie.
I want chocolate in my brownie.
I want real ice cream. I don't want some type of frozen liquid thingy. I want ice cream.
Right.
So, we tell them, eat it. Don't eat the whole, don't eat the whole pint of it.
Right.
But, don't eat it every day of the week. But, have a bowl of ice cream or have a pizza, It's more about portion size and just controlling it. And, what I find is as we learn and as we go through eating and nutrition and people start to make better choices, when they finally do say, you know what, I want pizza tonight for dinner, and they have pizza, they're suddenly not thinking or not wanting to eat the entire pizza. They're only, I only had 2 slices, and, I was satisfied. Perfect.
Good.
You don't have to eat until you, are rolling off the chair. It's just, and so teaching them that and, eating till you're full and not stuffed kind of thing makes a big difference.
Eating for nutrition instead of emotion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Food is fuel.
It is.
Ben and Jerry's fuel. Well, it's also the accumulation of it too. It's like some people are like, oh, I can't have a piece of pizza. Like, you can't have a piece of pizza every night.
Right.
But you could go out and eat a whole pizza tonight. I mean, a lot of people are like I was raised, every night after dinner we had dessert. And I'm like, every single night. And I'm like, it's like, have ice cream or go out with your kids to whatever the froyo place that have, just don't do it every single night. And, that's part of the helpfulness of tracking is you do begin to see the effect over the week of, one bowl of ice cream on Monday night isn't a big deal, but one bowl of ice cream 7 nights in a row, well, it's a completely different, and then when you say, oh yeah, and by the way, it'll take you 7 hours on the treadmill to account for that week.
Yeah, no.
People are like, oh yeah, no, it's all right. It's easier to have just one bowl. So.
Yeah, or a half a bowl, or maybe just a spoonful.
Yeah, a lot of it's awareness. A lot of it's awareness. I mean, people, we all have the stories that we tell ourselves about things. It's like, I don't know how many times we've heard, well, I just had this, but I'll run it off, and we're like, no, not unless you're running to China. I mean, where are you running? But that's the story we tell ourselves.
Right.
I tell myself this. When I'm eating the box of Thin Mints, I'm like, it's fine, but deep down I'm like, that's not really fine. but that's a one time.
Right. Yeah.
That's a one time special once a year.
Right.
Kind of thing,
so what tips do you have? I mean, along the holidays, people are like, oh, I can only eat zucchini, or I can't have any Christmas cookies. Do you offer the same advice? Like just portion control kind of thing, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like I've done a few articles and things around holiday eating guides and stuff, and a lot of time it's just kind of planning it out. Like okay, I have a Christmas party to go to Friday, for example. So maybe that day you're watching what you eat a little more. Maybe when you get there, instead of diving into the taco dip or whatever, for an appetizer you might just grab something that's a little healthier than that. But you're gonna have whatever the dinner, lasagna.
Right.
Lasagna.
Yeah.
So I'm having lasagna, and
right.
I'm gonna have meatballs. I'm gonna have some type of chocolate dessert later. So I'll kind of balance it out by not eating all of that type of stuff all day long.
Damn.
Yeah. But and then again, not overdoing it when I do sit down and eat lasagna.
Right. You guys are making me hungry.
We obviously don't celebrate in the same house. I on Thanksgiving I eat until I hate myself. I will just eat. Because it's once a year.
It's all carbs.
It's all protein.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's just
a big turkey leg.
My house is all carbs.
It's protein.
Yeah.
But it's also. But as part of the strategy thing, like who wants to spend Thanksgiving? I mean, I hate myself because I eat so much. But I'm like, but who wants to spend all day worried about that? And who wants to be that person in the room where everybody's like, oh, hey, look, he's only eating carrot sticks and water. I mean, like who wants to be that?
Right.
It's like. For a lot of people, they only see some of their family members a couple times a year. It's like really, you're gonna spend your whole day worried about how many carbs are in that. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, again, don't eat it like that every. Don't eat till you hate yourself every day. But just like the mental. I mean, you need. You got your muscles and everything else, but you got your soul. And if you're miserable all day, that's
waiting for that drumstick.
I've been around people like that who are like, they weigh themselves in the morning, they weigh themselves. Like, oh, I can't do this, and I'm like, oh my God, really? Like, really? Like, whoever started Thanksgiving morning, weighing 150 pounds and went to bed weighing 200 pounds?
No,
Like
nobody.
that's also like an unrealistic,
Right.
it just doesn't work that way,
Mhm.
unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Great advice. I love it. So do you guys have any special classes coming up that you want to share, or any programs coming up, or I'll go.
Right now, we're in the works with Empire Fitness to start doing more seminars down there on a monthly basis. So
Mhm.
they're not scheduled yet. We're still discussing topics and things. So keep tuned to our website and our Facebook page, as we'll start to announce and promote those as they come up.
Which I'm going to put up right now. Very cool. Well, you know, as we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we are.
Yeah, there you guys are. All right, cool. We can contact you through Facebook and your email and website there. Fantastic.
Yeah, we read every email, and
Yes.
sometimes Frank responds before they even show up.
I know.
But we always seriously. We do, well, no, there's some people who don't answer their email. We get back to everybody. Leave us a comment on Facebook. We always reply to them.
Mhm.
Right.
We're right on top of everything. We enjoy, it's for us. It's not just making money or doing it. It's fun. We enjoy interacting with people.
There's a special term you call yourselves. Remember what it is? Hyper, or was it?
Oh, the hyper personal.
Hyper personal. There you go. I love that term.
Which some people take to mean that we're just plain hyper, but it's no.
No.
Hyper personal simply means that, like Frank said before, you don't just get an hour.
Right.
If you work with us, even if you just send us things and aren't a paying client,
you're just asking questions.
We're more than happy to. A lot of people have helped us along the way, and Frank has helped me, and we enjoy paying it back to people. So
That's amazing. Well, I really am so appreciative of you guys, of being here and sharing some time with me today. And I just wanted to go back. I just wanted to share my experience with them. I started working with them. Was it 3 months ago? 2 months ago? Oh,
Yeah.
a bit ago.
Yep.
And they have helped me lose tons of weight that I haven't been able to lose. And I'm now running, which I've never been able to do in my life. And, working out 3 times a week, and you really only work out for an hour, which I did not believe. And it's been great. It's totally changed my life. And I have more energy now than I think I ever have. And I'm in my mid-40s, so that's saying something. And I just feel amazing. So I can't thank you guys enough for helping me to get there, and I look forward to seeing where we take this. So
Absolutely.
I don't think I'll be a bodybuilder like you, but
Never say never.
never say never. Right. So now I've said that, so now I probably will wind
once
up.
you get the fever,
Right.
I've never had the fever, so I can't.
I do appreciate the free weights. I'll tell you that.
See?
But thank you guys so much for coming today. And if you have any interest whatsoever in improving your health and wellness and reaching your fitness goals, there's only 2 people to call. It's just Frank and Pete from Natural Pro Fitness Coaching. Thanks, guys, and have a good day.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having us.